Hey everybody, Uncle Buck here. Today we are changing a toilet fill valve. So you don't need much for these. They've made it very easy over the years. You just need the valve itself, about 10 to 15 bucks at a big box store, small pair of channel locks, paper towels or rags, and a trash bag. All right, let's get to it. Step 1, kill the water supply. Step 2, flush and hold. Step 3, let's get this lid off. That's somewhere safe. Check our water level. Hold the flapper open a little more. All right, step 3, gonna need those paper towels and a trash bag to soak it all up. All right. All right, once you get this bowl drained out, the next step is to loosen the nut holding the supply line on to the valve you're changing. So even if you get that bowl completely dry, there's still gonna be some in the line and the plastic body of the valve itself. So good idea to put a rag or paper towels down there so you don't get water under your baseboards. This is where you're gonna want those channel locks. A lot of these days are just hand tight. So let's see, oh yeah, that was barely on there. So loosen this off. Yep, there we go. There's that little drain out I told you about. Now we can loosen this valve and take it out. All right, so now you can see there's that white plastic nut that holds this valve on. So you're just gonna take your trusty channel locks or adjustable wrench, whatever you wanna use, and get that nut off. All right, so that nut is off. So this thing is just floating. There's nothing holding it. So there you go. Take the water line out of your overflow valve, and this thing is junk. All right, let's take a look at what comes with this. You got the valve itself, the fill valve. Comes with a new water line, which is good because the old one was crusty. It comes with a clip. So say your overflow tube isn't equipped with a holder like that, you can clip this inside the tube and it gives you a place to put the water line. In this case, we don't need it because ours has one. And then of course the nut that's gonna hold it on. All right, let's drop it in. They usually come set up properly, but I had one that was in the bag. Make sure this gasket, this red gasket here, is facing down. That's what's going to seal the water to keep it from leaking out of the fill tank up here. In this case, like I said, it's already good. All right, so you can see the new valve is in, the new white nut is fastening it to the bowl. So next, hook up that water line again. Me personally, I like to go hand tight as I can get it with hand. And then I like to do about a quarter turn with the channel locks, just so you don't over tighten it, but you know you get a good seal. All right, next we'll do the top. So the last piece to install is this water line, and that's just about as simple as can be. You're gonna put one end on here, coming out of the fill valve, another end on top of your overflow. So we'll do that now, then we'll do final adjustments. All right, now we got the line installed. Everything's installed. Flapper's still good, so just reuse that. Last thing to do is moment of truth. Let's turn this valve on. And she's starting to fill. Now the instructions are going to be a little bit different depending on which valve you get. However, typically if you look at this type, this overflow type, you want it to be about anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1 inch below the top of that, depending on the instructions for your particular model. So we're going to let it fill. Again, your instructions are going to show you how to adjust each of these, but you can see more water, less water. Speed control, how fast you want it to fill. I always go max. back to our leak check, make sure nothing's coming out of here. All right, we're good there. Nothing on the floor. It's always good to check these valves too, because a lot of times if they've been sitting too long, they can leak a little bit, so you want to keep an eye on that. Spilling. All right, she stopped. So we are way more low than the instructions say. So let's go ahead and turn this. Yeah, kicks back on like it should. All right, well, that's as righty-tighty as I can go. So that's gonna have to do. It's about 3/8 short of where I want to be, but that is plenty. You can see it's about 1.25 inches below where it was with the old fill valve, but that's just fine. That's more than enough to flush. So one last check. Last leak check. Good to go. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.